Hello guys, it's me again, and I'm going to be talking about WarZ. Obviously there's not a very large audience out there, probably have about 4 people maybe watching this, so you know. But I thought I'd voice my opinions on this game, which is apparently a clone of DayZ, but honestly, I couldn't give a fuck. It's like Turtle Miner and Minecraft, it's the same genre, I don't care. As long as I enjoy the gameplay, it doesn't really matter to me, it's no point arguing about. I mean, you got Wolfenstein and Doom and all those other games that we could say FPS basically copied from. So I can give a shit. So basically, I'm not going to be talking about the comparisons to DayZ, not so much because I mean there's plenty of people comparing the games. And, I mean I can see why, but I'd rather not because I'm not a petty bastard or you know a professional game reviewer or whatever you want to call them. I just want to say though, DayZ is not actually a game; it's a mod of a game. Most of the realism is down to DayZ's actual core game, and that's pretty much all I can say. Well, also that WarZ is a lot cheaper, which is the main reason why I bought it. I mean, yes, DayZ is free, but Armor and its necessary expansion packs cost around £30 or $48 from what I worked out, which is quite expensive if you're not actually going to play Arma 2. From what I can see, not a lot of people bother playing Arma 2, and more to the point, play DayZ. So they've put 40 quid towards an alpha game, which is still quite buggy. I'd rather put £15 to an alpha game. I mean that helps, supports them, which is fine. Obviously, I got their website up because I'm not going to record any gameplay because there's not any point right now, and I'll get to that in a moment. So here you go. We've got the the typical propaganda of games. To be honest, new generation of MMO, huge persistent world. I mean, it's not that big at the moment, and I don't think it will be that big. I mean, it's in 400 square kilometers, but at the moment it's not that big, and I can explain why. Bandits. Well, that's what they're supposedly called in the game, bandits. When I prefer to call them, you know, FPS junkies. I'm guessing a lot of them will either play Call of Duty. I know that's a stereotype, but let's face it, Call of Duty is the king of kill whore games, and it rewards it badly. I mean, you got Unreal Tournament and other games that reward points for killing, but Call of Duty kind of encourages it in the wrong way, from what I can see. And yeah, so basically, there's a lot of players that will pick up a gun, toy themselves over it. I don't know what they do with the gun. They obviously, drool and scream and have an excited because they have a gun, and then they go out and start shooting at random players. I mean, they can't even aim. From what I can see, they fucking miss every time. The only reason why they get me, in my experience, is either I'm too close to them, or actually saying that, one missed me with a shotgun. You can't miss someone up close with a fucking shotgun. I mean, seriously, it tells you what these players, the credibility of these, bandit type players. And it's like the reason I got slowed down was because there's a bunch of zombies chasing me, and obviously they sort of surround you. And he all he had to do was sort of fire into the crowd, and crowds are not very good to be in when someone's firing random shots at you. So yeah, he killed me. Jokes on me, wasted a magazine. I had nothing on me. I was a fresh spawn, so we can go do one. But that's the thing. Like me and many other players that like playing it sort of survival rather than this war game. I know it says WarZ, but it's supposed to be a zombie survival game or something like that. If I pick up, like I picked up an MP7 today and quickly ran into the woods in fear that someone would kill me after finding a gun. So I mean, I found plenty of guns. I found shotguns and handguns, but then my luck started going out when there was more players coming onto the games, and they were just fucking, killing everyone. And Oh my god. But yeah, so I found this MP7 or something like that. It was a very fancy looking submachine gun. And I look at every gun. I look at it and go, okay, it's probably I've got about one magazine in this gun, obviously because I found it the gun on its own. It's not going to come with extra ammo. Don't be ridiculous. And yeah, so I thought to myself, okay, what I'll keep this gun on my back, but I won't use it unless I need to, and I won't, just waste it on any fucking player I see because that's ridiculous. Because ammo is quite hard to find. I mean, I found plenty of ammo. I found shotgun shells and a Dragonov, SVT Dragonov ammunition or something like that. In this large building that I decided to scout out because I was risky as well because it could have easily been a fortified position of bandits who wanted to take pop shots. So I spent a few days in this. I know it's kind of cheating, but I spent a few days in this big building, going up and down it, and then I would log out, then log on a bit later, and then go up and down because the items would respawn and I could load up my items. And I know that's cheating, and a lot of people do that for guns. They gun farm. They spend this, they sort of stand near positions that spawn guns, and they keep going back to that. But this was more to the point, not me trying to get more power over a player, just because I needed food and medical supplies before I get fucking shot trying to explore the city because the city. I mean, the zombies aren't a threat so much. I mean, if you're unarmed, which a lot of which a lot of respawns are, if you respawn after having your character kill you, have nothing at all. You don't even have the form of defense. You can't even punch a zombie in the face, which is stupid. Because I would rather punch a zombie in the face than having to keep running away all the time. So yeah, when you're trying to get in the city, because that's your best chance of getting supplies, you want to avoid zombies because you can't fight them back. You can run around and try to avoid them, but it attracts a lot of tension nonetheless. And that's the thing, zombies are only scary because if you fight them, you can give away your position to bandits. And I hate calling them bandits because bandits kill people for things. Most of these so-called bandits on the game kill you for the sake of killing you because they find it funny, and it's sort of the douchebag community coming out there. Probably have their sort of their hats, calling each other bros, the bro fist. You've probably seen videos of them of people playing, and you can see it with the way they talk. They obviously call each other bro. So what's up, bro? Look, there's people over there, bro. Look at the light. There's, oh my god, they got guns, bro. And then they go over and kill the people. It's kind of, I'm not amused with it, to be honest. I mean, I know a lot of people laugh and giggle and bounce up on their chairs, saying, "Damn, this is some good shit." But I just can't stand it. I mean, it's the community taking a downturn, to be honest. I mean, they should nerf the bandits because at the moment most of the features, unintentionally, but I'm not sure, sort of reward the bandits because you get experience from killing players. As far as I can see, I haven't actually killed a player myself. I'm probably why I get killed so much because I'm too forgiving. Because I'll tell you one story quickly. It's like I met a player who had no weapons at all. He had food, water, but he had no weapons at all. He didn't even have a fucking melee weapon, and a lot of time he would be running from the zombies. And I had a handgun, and guess what I did? No, I did not shoot him for his supplies. I actually saved his life. Um, and obviously I can aim. I'm not the best FPS player, but I know when to conserve ammo, and I know how to fucking aim and where to aim when it's a zombie. Because so yeah, I popped the zombies in the head or whatever the term is. Conserved my ammo. I used about like probably about 4 rounds, and I had 4 rounds. I think there was about 8 rounds in the gun. I can't remember what the gun was. I had two guns. One had no ammo in it, but I kept it anyway because it was a nice gun. And if I found ammo for it, I could have given it to this person. And we travelled to Clearview, which sounds like a wonderful place, but it turns out it was actually locked down by, I don't know how you could call it. They were special operative looking guys. I mean, they had night vision, helmets, armor. They had the sniper position in the hills, and they had this guy creeping through the woods who would sort of collect the loot that the sniper would, take out, and we got wiped out sadly, which was a shame because I love that pistol. I love pistols and I love bolt action rifles, just so you know. But yeah. And then next time I think I went to Campbell City again. Campbell City is the city I usually visit for guns. And was it Campbell City? I can't remember which city it was. All I know is I found a shotgun in this building and I sort of sat in the corner for ages because I know, okay, it's a shop. There's only one exit, one entrance, one exit. It's a bit of a bottleneck, and I have a shotgun, and I can sort of hit them from the flank as they come in because they won't see me unless they sort of peer their head around with third person view, which is good for looking around corners, which is sort of cheaty, but there's a tip for you. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to take any chances, I'm going to shoot the next bastard. Obviously I got bored and started exploring the city. I don't think I was in the city for about an hour's worth of gameplay there. Trying to get out of the city because I didn't realise how far I got inside the city. It was ridiculous, to be honest. Because I was like, oh look a hat, oh look a backpack, oh look food, and I kept on following this little breadcrumb trail until I was stuck inside the city and I was shooting. And obviously I didn't want to use up my shotgun because conserve ammo. That's what you got to do because either I found like shotgun shells, but they're the wrong shotgun shells, so I couldn't put them towards my gun. It was ridiculous. Um, I think they're the wrong ones, or you just can't put any more bullets into your gun. I need to explore that a little further. Um, but yeah, so yeah, I play it proper. But I mean, like going back to that guy. I mean, we were hiding behind this rock once, and there was a player for some stupid reason walking down the middle of the road towards the store. And I mean, you don't do that because the store attracts a lot of bad people. I mean, I usually go to, this in Capital City, there's a big convenience store. I usually visit the car park behind the convenience store because there's always some good stuff there, and the convenience store is not worth the risk, to be honest. I found a baseball bat there once, but it's not so good. Well, it's good, melee terms, but I want a gun more than anything. Not because I'm a gun whore, just because I hate getting shot at and being, not being able to do anything about it. So if I had a gun, I could at least, show them how to aim and hit them in the fucking chest. But um, what can I say? Sort of lost track now. But yeah, back to this. How the game benefits bandits too much. One, there's no consequence for being a bandit. I mean, there's all benefits, and it's ridiculous. I mean, as long as you keep killing, you're fine. Which sounds like some bad snuff movie or something, right? Sorry, I watched this disturbing series, Two Twins. Oh my god, not actual snuff, but it was about the episode was about two kids who went psychotic after snuff, after being sold to snuff movie makers, and then they became psychotic twins that killed loads of people. Yeah, but never mind that. So personally, I think zombies should do more damage to bandits, or zombies will always aggro just bandits over neutral people. I mean, like, hey, there's a bandit, he smells of blood. I like blood. Let's go after him. And that'd be quite funny. I would like to see bandits get mauled by zombies. Though the zombies, they have a high damage, and a lot of people saying, "No, I don't want that. I'm trying to PvP," and it's like, fuck you. It's not meant to be a PvP game, so go shut the face. Because there's too many fucking idiots on the internet that know how to type. It's ridiculous. You're teaching these people to type. I mean, and they're doing a shit job as well, because most of them can't spell. We use grammar. I'm not a grammar Nazi, but basic grammar helps me read, to be honest. So don't make a point if you type like an idiot. Um. Anyway, but yeah, there's this thing called global inventory, and basically what it is, you go to a save point, which are like these forts. You see in the zombie flicks. Um, and basically, little havens where people live together and try and be civilized. They're empty at the moment. I don't know if they'll be full of NPCs or not, but they're empty at the moment, and they're pretty shit waste of time. Don't bother trying to travel to them unless you are one of these people that does this said fucking exploit. Well, I call it exploit. So basically, if you go to one of these, the main reason anyone goes to these safe places is global inventory. You basically, if you have a character full of guns and ammo and food, you plop him in one of these safe areas, and his inventory becomes part of the global inventory, which is something that your other characters can access. And what does this mean? Bandits can collect guns, go to save points, and use this particular character that's full of guns, and they can select, a gun with some ammunition, and put it on their other bandit carrier, and then kill people. So that means if you kill that bandit, he can jump right back in the game with just as good equipment and start killing people all over again. And they can also server hop. So basically, if you have a position fortified, like I don't know, I think people can build stuff. I've seen them. Apparently, people do build um, some fortifications. I don't know. I've seen it on videos, but I don't know. But say if you had this tower, or say if you had this tower all to yourself, or had it with friends and you knocked it down, they can go on another server, walk inside this tower, then go back onto the same server you were on and shoot you in the back. And now I'm not advising you to do this unless you're a complete utter douchebag. But yeah, and that is ridiculous. I I can't even explain how ridiculous that is. Like I said, I just can't stand it. It just makes me rage. I mean, it's such a promising game. I know it's not the same caliber quite to DayZ. Apparently, it's more cartoony. I don't know. I prefer the aesthetic. I prefer making your own character and wearing fucking hats. I like that. I sound like a Team Fortress player, but I like to wear hats. I don't like this. I don't like the characters on DayZ. You'll look like some sort of farmer. I don't know I don't know I don't know what he is, but it looks ridiculous. I mean, you'll start off wearing the same clothes. What did you come out of some sort of fault that inclines you to wear you know, sort of vest jackets and caps? I don't know. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so I think the bandit issue should be taken care of. I mean, yeah. It's a cool world, but I'm like, no. The way people are acting is not how people would act in real life, so it's nowhere near realistic. No one runs about a city shooting everything on sight, and if they did in real life, they would die. They would die a horrible death. So I think there should be more zombies, more damage towards bandits, or something like that. They need to really solve it because at the moment I'm playing the game in a really bad way. I mean, if I collect things, I'll like play it for a few minutes now and collect things, and then I'll find a safe place and then log out, and I'll come back later when I'm not stressed up because it does stress me out because I'm like fuck, anyone can shoot me, and there's this particular noise, like a screechy noise, that makes you feel like you're in danger. You probably aren't. I mean, it probably is just like a zombie near you, but I always feel like someone is aiming a gun at me when that sound goes off. So I always fucking get somewhere safe, and that's I don't want to play like that. I want to play like, yeah, there is the risk, but there is rewards. There isn't, a chance you're gonna get shot every 5 minutes. It's ridiculous. So hopefully they'll open up the map and that will solve the problem. But at the moment, I just can't stand it. I mean, I don't love. I like the game, but I just can't stand it at the moment. And I'm playing a lot. Just pretty much on my own, unless I meet some random player who I'll never see again because they get killed. It's a bit like real life. But I don't know. They should. It just should be sorted out because I don't want a Call of Duty game for the zombies. I mean, to be honest, Treyarch has done that. We don't need it, and that has teamwork in. I mean, come on. On this game, it's like a massive loot fest. It's ridiculous. Um, and people need to learn to aim. I mean, there's one time I didn't have no ammo, and these two guys were just like spraying at me, and I was basically running in the straight line, and they couldn't hit me. So they either can't lead the target, or they just I don't know. And basically, I don't know. The community needs to improve. They need to solve it. No, they're hackers. You can always have hackers, but you know they should sort of find a way to do it because I don't like people bitching about how they got killed. I mean, when I get killed, yeah, it does anger me, but I'm like, okay, I got killed. I'll leave the game. I might call, the player a cunt, or tell him that he needs to aim to improve his aiming if he wants to kill me quicker, or I laugh because I don't usually have stuff on me, and they waste so much ammo. It's ridiculous unless they do the global inventory scam. So remove the global inventory. I don't care. But the cons outdo the pros. To be honest, I mean you don't really use it. So anyway, I'm gonna call that. That's that. Um, yeah, I can't remember the. Oh, it's 21 minutes. I can't remember how to pause the game, so bear with. Pause the video. So I'm just going to do it this way because it's easier. So see ya.